Hello, crafty friends. Welcome to my craft room. I'm Yvonne with Jour, On My Mind, Journaling, and More. And tonight I've started to make some date tiles for my September signature. And I was struggling for what to do. Last couple of months I have done like some clusters for date tiles. And I wanted to do something different this month, so I was kind of poking around in my craft room and came across these old multiplication flashcards. And so I started using a punch. This is a Stampin' Up postage stamp punch, and I started cutting out these numbers, and what I came up with, I was like, well, this looks pretty cool. Here I did the 1, the 2, and the 3, and a couple others because I was playing around. And initially I didn't have washi tape on it, but when I was trying to piece together the numbers in order to make it work, I had to use things like this and punch it out. So this number needs to be 18. And so I was playing around with what I could cover up the extra 1 here. This, I think, was 11 times 8. And so I covered it up with some paint pen, and I've let it dry. And that's when I started going, well, how am I going to cover that up? Because the paint really didn't cover it up very well at all. So I started going, well, I could use some washi tape. And so I wanted it to be uniform. So I put washi tape on those. And then these two, I was able to cover up the extra number for 11 and 15. I'm going to set those numbers aside because we're going to do a couple of these together. I think I flipped through this really quickly the other day. I didn't record putting these signatures together, but I did some magazine collaging to piece this together. I'm excited to get into this journal, but I need my dates. So I'm going to work on this 18 and see if I can get it kind of cover this up somehow without covering up the 8. And maybe, just maybe, it'll work out. Okay. And since I already punched this out of the postage stamp, I'm trying to rip it so that it looks like the edge of a postage stamp. And it's proving a little difficult, but I think if I can get through the ones that I've already cut out, it will work out. So there's the 18. I think that's gonna do. All right, 11, 15, 18, and I have the 25. So out of the rest of these, I need a 4. We'll just work on the 4. So the 4 is going to be cut this way. But I want to have, well, first I had to cut the top of the card to fit it into the stamp. And then I kind of want these to be uniform. So I'm going to put some washi and then cut the washi out at the same time so I don't have to worry about ripping it after the fact. So we'll do it there. Actually, where do I want it? Right about there maybe? Why can't I get the washi straight? Let's try this again. Now I don't know where to rip the washi. I guess we'll cut it about there. Hopefully that will work out. And then get this and just stamp it. And there's my number, my 4. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Now I need a 5. I cut it a little too short last time, so I got to do it a little less. I'll do this 5. I got to get the washi straight. I don't know why I can't get it straight. There we go. Cut it about right there. And punch. Let's see. There we go. I've been wanting to I've been hanging on to these flashcards, trying to figure out what I can do with them. So this will work. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if you can see them. I'll try to get them in the frame. 7. These should be fairly in order. 7. Maybe if I turn the washi sideways, I can get it on there not crooked. And we'll punch out the 7. Same with the 8. Oops, gotta cut it off the top first. And get some washi on there. I really like this washi for September. I hope I have enough. It looks like I do. Stay on there. So, oh shoot. I started to cut that one, but it worked out. Okay, 8. My eyes are burning. It's been a long day. It's later than I'm used to being in here. Our schedule is all off kilter because of this puppy. Tomorrow is Friday and I have to go into the office, which I normally don't go into the office on a Friday, but we've got some mandatory training that we have to do. So I will be in the office. 9. I'm going to pile some of these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I need this 10. Just want to see where it's going to fall for the 10. Where should I put the washi? Let's see. Yeah, okay. Still about the same. Just over this way. I wanted to try to keep a white edge on the other side of the number. But with the double digits, it's probably not going to be a very big white border. Oh, I can't. Okay. That looks good. 10. I already have the 11. So now I need a 12. Let's see. 12. These are kind of glossy, so I will have to make sure I can't use a glue stick when I put these down. Now it's 13. I'll have to remember not to use glue stick because it won't, I don't think they'll stick if I do. 13, 14. Oh, let's see. So I have to cut the 14 that way. Let's see. Yep, I was just looking at the others. I hope that works. Let's see. It'd be hard to get it in there. I want it somewhat straight. There we go. 14. I kind of like these better. I have the 15. So let's see. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here's the 16. Put some washi. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like these better. They're a little harder to line up in the punch. $16, $17. Yeah, I thought this idea was going to be crazy, but I think it's going to work out. 17. It's different anyway. Talk about altered playing cards. They're not really, whoops. They're not really playing cards. Let's see, that seems to be a little crooked. 17. I have the 18. I need 19. Almost there. $19. Oh, my cord. I give up on it. And did I charge the cordless? No. Of course I didn't. Of course I didn't. 19. These are harder to line up, but let's see what's going on. Why can't I get it up in there? There we go. $19, $20. I hope the washi covers that. I wonder if I should put some of this on there to try to hide it. I'm going to. We'll have to wait for it to dry, but because it does show through the washi. And this will make it less noticeable. Okay, that'll have to dry. So we can do the 21. I thought I was running out of washi. 21. Let's see, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then we're waiting on the 20. There's 21, 22. I gotta cut it off the top, I forgot. 22. We're almost there because there's only 30 days in September. So here is what's happened. That one didn't come all the way through. 22. Must be something in there. 23. Same thing with this one. I'll put some of this paint pen on here just to cover it up some, so it doesn't show as bad through the washi. Let's see, is this one dry? No, not quite. So we can do the 24. Mm. 24. That was probably loud. 21, 22, 24. We can do 26. Oh, because here's the 25. Now here's 26. Very hard to line up. And I've got my cord right in the way. Let's see. 26. Here's 27. Yeah. So I still haven't done the my August journaling. Everything is glued down. Finished the last of the pages earlier in the week. I just need to go back and do, woo, do the journaling. And then I can sew it in to the accordion fold 365 journal. There's 27. And we'll be done with August. And then there's only 4 more months to get into that journal. 28. And I'm excited. I'm excited to finish that journal. I'm determined to get the full year in one space. I've been tossing around several ideas for next year, and I really like the idea of having it all in one space. Just not sure how I'm going to accomplish that. Let's see if the 21 is dry. It is. Let's see how well this will work. You see, you can still see it a little bit through that paint. But I think this works. Once I put the washi, you're just never really going to know unless you're right up on top of it. Wonder if that washi's getting gummed up in there. Let's see. Uh-oh. No, you cannot give out on me. All right, there's 20, 21, 22. And something's happening with this. Ah, there we go. I had it locked. Silly. Okay. What did I say I was on? 22. We're waiting on that to dry. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 we can do. I think these are going to work out just great. The only thing is they're kind of plain. We'll see when I get the days of the week on how it works out. Let's see. This is 29. And now 30 goes this way. So I don't need to cut. But I do want some washi on it. All right, let's see. 30 days in September. And there's 30. Oh, I forgot about the 23. There we go. 23. Last one's a charm. Okay. Oh, I pinched my finger. 23. Now I'm going to lock that and set it aside. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. It worked out. I think they're going to look pretty cute. Let's see. Let me get... Where's my journal? Ah, here it is. Now, the only thing is I can't remember what page I was going to start on. I think this was going to be like a pocket for the journaling prompts, and then this was going to be the first, which happened to be Labor Day. And I was thinking about using this. Wonder if I just put it in the page, what would happen? It's on the back there. I might do that. Just glue it down to the whole thing. Kind of follow suit. So, all right, so let's see. Here's the first. And that's what I was afraid of. They kind of blend right in. Let's see how the second looks. Well, yeah, I'm going to go with it now. Let's see. 3. Well, I just want to see how they blend. Not so bad. It's okay. I may put some paper behind it, maybe. I have a bunch of paper off to my side. Just wonder. I'm just curious. We're not going to do this part of it tonight, but almost defeats the purpose of the postage stamp if I do that, but it does make it stand out more. There's that paper. I dropped some of the orange. I'm not going to bend down to pick it up. Here's some green. It almost has to go this way. You know, I might back it as I go, though. Okay. So that means I have to find papers. All right. I want to add a couple of the days of the week. These, I'm hoping I can get through the end of the year with these, but I don't, maybe. You know, I might just have to reorder. Where did these came from? Etsy. I kept her card. Stormy Creatives. So I like the font. We'll see. Okay. Let's see what day of the week the first was. I think it was a Monday, but I want to double check. We can get rid of August. There's another August. My goodness. And September. Here we go. Monday. So the first was a Monday. Why that drawer's sticking? And I have a Monday right here. Let's see. How do I want to do these? The only reason I'm thinking about doing it this way is for when I get to numbers that go like this. So I think I'm going to do it that way. So the first was a Monday. Second would be Tuesday. And we're doing it like this, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, it's almost too big. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is the 5th. Where's a Friday? Friday. Saturday is the 6th. Where's the 7th? This would be Sunday. Monday. Tuesday the 9th. Wednesday the 10th. There we go. The Wednesday is, I gotta get that on there pretty good. It barely fits. Now we need the 11th. This is a Thursday. Is Friday. 13th is Saturday. Okay. 14, Sunday. I'm gonna cough. I gotta put you on pause. Whew, I just had a coughing fit. I'm still kind of getting over the COVID. Let's see, the 15th is a Monday. I need Monday. And did I mess that up? The 14th? Sunday? Okay, good. Monday. This would be Tuesday. '16, 17 is Wednesday. Oh, look, the Wednesday fits when they're like that. Wednesday, the 17th. Thursday, the 18th. Thursday. Friday, the 19th. Saturday, the 20th. Sunday, the 21st. Now, 22nd is a Monday. I keep checking because I just don't want to put the wrong days of the week on the dates. 23rd is a Tuesday. '24, Wednesday. 25. Oh, there's a Thursday way up here. Let me get that one. Thursday. 26. Friday. I'm going to pause you again. Whew, hopefully that's the last coughing fit. Let's see, 26. Friday. Here we go. Friday, the 27th is a Saturday. '28th should be Sunday. '29, Monday. And the 30th is a Tuesday. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna look at this real quick. So September, October, November, December, October, November. I might have enough of these, but I think I'm gonna fall short. So I'll have to figure that out. Okay. There's those. And now I've got all my date tiles. Just have to see, where'd my, that goes there. I think I wanted this as the first. And, oh, you know what? This came when I went to that scrapbook exchange where it was like used craft supplies. I bought a bunch of paper. Look at this bright, bright color. Whew, that's bright. That would definitely stand out on all the pages. Let's see. Well, I can't, I was going to punch them out, but, well, hold on. Let's see. Maybe I could offset it. Would that work? Let's try that. I won't punch these. Can I do it something like this? What do you think? Let me get one more and look at the second. Let's see. That would get me using this really bright paper. Where's the second? That makes it stand out just a little bit. I might do that. All right, whoops. Forget how I had that. I think that's what I'm going to go with. So there's my number tiles. I can get those in my journal and start. The first is Labor Day. I was going to cut this out. Let's see. This is just, you know those junk mail like inserts you get? I think that's what this was. Can use that as a journal card. Yeah. Okay, so I have officially started in my September journal. I'm excited. And I've got all my date tiles. So I'll be rocking and rolling. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How about that? Here we go. Okay, I'm going to sign off because it's getting late and I have to go to the office tomorrow. So I hope you've started in your September journal. You're doing journaling, crafting, whatever is your medium. Take some time and enjoy. And I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.